So today I'm going to go through the first quarter of my 2024 planner, show you the spreads for the first 3 months of the year, and talk a little bit about the kits and what happened during those weeks. So this is the first flip through that I'm filming in probably years. I don't normally, one, remember, or two, finish a planner, and so far this year I'm doing really well at actually being consistent and filling in my spreads, so I'm very excited to get started with the flip through. But this is my 7x9 memory planner from Tilly Journals. It is the functional flexi planner. I think she's currently closed, but she does open periodically for pre-orders. But I love a vertical layout. You've got your months at the front, which to be honest I don't really use, and I also have the undated version because I didn't really know if I was going to keep up with the planner and I didn't want to waste the pages. But I actually have, and that's probably like karma for thinking I wouldn't keep up with it, and then I actually have. So I haven't done my months. I did really want to do my monthly spreads this year, and I ended up they fell by the wayside a little bit, but well, I mean, I haven't done any, so they very much did. But I am still planning on going back and filling them in. I don't know if I will. I'm being optimistic about that. But we will start with the first week of January, and I used the Slumber Party kit. This was a kit from my shop, and I used it with hollow foil. I think just like 2 sets of underlays, not a full foil pack. And this was the first week of the year, so getting back into the swing of things. I had a Sainsbury's delivery that I forgot I booked. The latter half of the week I'm getting back into work and bits and bobs, but a slow start to the year. I do actually remember like feeling a bit kind of out of sorts from the time between like Christmas and New Year, when things are kind of a bit weird, and then it took me like a little while to get back into the swing of things. But that was this week, and such a pretty spread. I love the pastels. I didn't go for a New Year spread, which is probably like a bit of a weird choice, but New Year's like not really a big like event for me, and I just wanted to have something like that kind of represented the vibes of the week, which were like feeling a bit sluggish, I guess. But they're like glam sluggish because it's like purple and pink and pretty. So the second week of January I've used the Moonlight Gamer kit, which is also from my shop. I think most of these kits are going to be from my shop. I am using custom scripts a lot, so the custom scripts like that I started to offer in the shop came out in like October, so I switched to them kind of from that point. So most of this is using custom scripts from my shop, and I think I've really only used transparent matte in this planner, so I really love the way that looks. I used hollow foil again, so I don't like to, well, I don't really mind that much, but I will normally try and avoid repeating the same foil colour like 2 weeks in a row. But I think this spread just really benefited from hollow. It looks super pretty. I'm going to try and remember to like wiggle the planner so that we get the full effect. But yeah, this week, so the reason I used the gaming kit was because we were playing a lot of Plate Up, which is a really fun game. We were playing it on Tom's Steam Deck, where you basically like run a restaurant, and it's a bit like Overcooked. I feel like more people are familiar with Overcooked, but I view it as like Overcooked with strategy, and it's really, really fun. We've not played it in a while, but that was basically what we were doing this week. Noisy Wind apparently doing like some SEO work for my website, and yeah, just a lot of Plate Up literally almost every day apart from when we played Minecraft, so we played a different game, so very gaming themed. Then the third week of January, this was the week of the Ultimate Planner sale, so the sale was on Friday, so I was prepping for it for a lot of this week. I used the Dream Plan Do kit from my shop in the pink version, which I think was called Cute, and I paired it with the gold confetti foil pack, which looks super pretty. Apologies about background noise. I've got the dog like making noise in the background. The washing machine is on, so much background noise, but hopefully you can't hear it too much. It was very cold apparently, still cold. I did some tidying. I placed a paper order, so I marked that was broke, which is so relatable. I've actually just placed a paper order like last week. Oh, so this was the week where I had a shop like kind of impersonate me, not really properly, but they like stole all my listings and photos and made like a Shopify, was it Shopify? It was like a WordPress site. Basically like, I mean, I think if you knew Plannerface, you wouldn't be fooled, but they had just copied all my listings and stuff. And it took me a good like few weeks, months even, to get this taken down, which was frustrating. We played Plate Up with Julia and Sean. We introduced them to Plate Up after talking about it for a while, and then they were like, yes, we'll play it, and they loved it as well. I went to Costa with my friend Sarah, and her husband made me a block of wood, which I literally have right here, which is just chance. And I put my, like, I think they're about 3mm wide, like, photo boards that are like rigid in it, and it basically, like, you can stand them up and use it as like a backdrop. So he made me that, which was very kind of him. Okay, moving on to the last week of January. This was Tom's birthday week, and I wanted to use a kit that, oh, my nails match really well actually, that's such a coincidence. I wanted to use a kit that was more him, so I went with this shark kit, which I bought from Scribble Prints Co. last year, because he really likes, well, he doesn't, well, I mean, he likes sharks, but like, I wouldn't say he likes sharks, but he likes like the ocean and the sea, and like, he really loves David Attenborough, like, you know, like programs about like animals and stuff. So I thought this kit was really him, and I think it looks really cute. It's glossy, so it's not like my, well, to be fair, with the overlays you can't really feel the glossy, which is nice. I'm not a massive fan of glossy stickers, but it wasn't that bad. I can use them every now and then and not get like the squeaky feeling. So I also used a silver heart foil pack because I thought hearts for Tom would be cute. So I marked happy birthday Tom. I was just doing like loads of work. I looked for a microphone. I got a cold laminator this day, so I obviously have my big cold laminator, or I had my big cold laminator for making the albums. I really wanted a small version that was a bit more portable, that I could sort of put away and bring out more often without it being like such a big ordeal, not having to like rearrange my desk just to get it open. So I managed to find one of those. We got a new bin because I think in one of the previous weeks our bin had been broken when they were emptying it, so that was great. Ari got a fleece this day, which he hates and has worn like one time and never like let me put it on him again, which is so funny. I was doing some customs. We went to Bradgate Park and we had Chinese at Tom's parents' house to celebrate his birthday. Cute. So, oh, technically still January, sort of January to this point, but the first kind of week of February, I used this kit from my shop, which I can't remember what it was called. It was like maybe XOXO, I don't know. Very pretty though, super cute, like pink and a little bit of kind of like a yellowy green, really pretty. And I used rose gold foil with this in the twinkle pattern. And this week I did a lot of work on my bookkeeping. I was trying to catch up. I got a message from Munbin who wanted to collab with me, and then when I replied they said that it was out of stock and like basically sorry. So that was strange. I thought my blanket, my electric blanket had broken. Well, it did break, but luckily the next day I was able to speak to Lakeland, which is where I got it from, and it was under their guarantee, so I got a replacement. Ari had the groomers this day, and this was the day that me and Tom both installed the cutting strip wrong on the Graphtec, and we like ruined 2 in a row, which was kind of sad. I took Ari on a really long walk because we had someone come to buy my old cold laminator on Facebook Marketplace, and like he kind of was like a bit late and messed us around a bit, so we went on a really long walk, but that was nice for Ari at least, even though he was like super tired by the end, like both of us were really. He's not like, he's happy to go for a walk, but he's not like a really high energy dog, so after a while he's like, yeah, I'm done with this, which is super funny. I did 0, like more bookkeeping on both days, and we went for a meal with my parents to celebrate Tom's birthday. So that is like technically January, because I've then got a gap with my monthly, which again I haven't done. I think this is interesting with the undated planner. I think I have gone a bit like out of order, because some weeks have 4 months. No, some months have 4 weeks and some have 5, and I think I've just like continuously ran on, so I will be interested to see if they line up or not, but I don't think they will. So this was the week before Valentine's Day, and we watched the Super Bowl. I think this kit was called Cozy Valentine. I used it with silver foil, and I mixed a mini kit with a journaling kit, and I love how this looks. I think it is so pretty. It was like, I was able to be like a little bit more creative when I did the plans and like layer things, which is something that I'm really into at the minute. We've got the little florals and everything. It looks really cute. When I did the spread, I was like, I'm going to do this again, and I haven't. So I really would like to do this again soon. And it didn't take me that long. Like, I thought it was going to take me a lot longer than it normally does to film, but it didn't. So I really do need to do this again. So I had a foil delivery this day and I filmed an unboxing. I had a Gusto box and I think it was like some beef or something had split open, so I had to complain about that and then buy replacements at Sainsbury's. I said I was stressed this day, I don't remember why, but apparently I got some mystery art back. I tried on my bridesmaid dress for Kat's wedding, which was so fun. So this was the day that I discovered that collators were a thing, and then like went and got one like the next week I think it was, so that was really fun. Well, like, I mean, it was fun at the time, but like I'm so glad that I've done that because it makes such a big difference. I got a box of American goodies from Jen on my PR team, which was so kind of her to send me. We found cream egg bars in Sainsbury's, and I'd been getting through the cream egg bars at a rate of knots. My local co-op had sold out of them, so we found them in Sainsbury's and I literally bought like the whole box, which was amazing. I did some mystery brief planning with Kat, and we watched the Super Bowl on Sunday and I stayed up super late, but the Chiefs won, which was the whole point because obviously Taylor's dating Travis from the Chiefs, even though we don't know anything about Super Bowl and what's the sport? I almost wanted to call it cricket. American football, even though we don't know anything about it. I feel like by the end we had like a very limited understanding because it went on so long. The week of Valentine's Day, I used this gorgeous kit from Jess, the art's from Jess, the kit's from my shop. I can't remember what it was called. I think Love something, maybe? I don't remember, but it is super pretty. You've got the pink and the purples, just such a pretty colour combination. So this week I said I tried to do a new work schedule. I do not know what this is. I'm clearly no longer doing it, but tried to do a routine, I guess. Oh, okay. This was because Sophie was coming at some point to do like, she was going to film for her dissertation, like a little documentary about Plannerface. And I really wanted to be a bit more on top of things when she came. So this was the plan, to try and get on top of things before she came and like filmed everything. We planned Advent this day and only in February, but like me and Kat were really on it and we just managed to like get it all done in one day. Like, I mean, we like only like loosely planned it, but it's so good to just have like a vague idea of what's going on so you can kind of add to it throughout the year. I had cream egg cookies from Domino's, which were amazing, quite sickly. I think they'd probably be better if you made them yourself, but I never actually tried doing that, so it was convenient to be able to buy them from Domino's. This was the day that I managed to create the Starbucks white chocolate mocha at home, and I actually haven't, I've ordered it from them like once since I did this, and it was not the same. I really didn't like theirs. I prefer my version, so I'm really like pleased that that was the outcome, but I was very surprised, so that's good, I guess. We had pancakes at Tom's grandma's this day because Pancake Day was the Tuesday, but we for some reason didn't go and did it on this day. I don't remember why. I think this was the day that I tried to find a collator. I don't know if I got one this day, but collator question mark. This was the day that we realized someone had like rummaged through our car, so not quite so fun. We had our Discord Secret Santa exchange this day and we played some games, and I think Sunday was kind of a non-event. I did a little bit of work and kind of chilled out. And this was gold foil in the heart colour, the heart pattern foil pack. So February 19th to the 25th, this was the week that I got the collator, and oh, I'm so glad that I got it. Didn't actually do anything with it for a while, but still, like we drove to Birmingham on the Monday and we picked it up. This week I used the, I think it's called Morning Routine kit with rose gold like underlays and the floral foil pack. This is like the spring floral design that I released in the advent calendar. I've also got one of the little spring quotes here, which looks really cute. So this was the day that I got the collator, tested it, and it was all good. Tom built a split like mechanical keyboard this day, which is really fun for him. I found out that I got a stall at the Southwest Planner Club, so love that. I did some research for events. I got some presents for my mum. We watched Drive to Survive, and kind of just a lot of work. Oh, I looked at hotels, I think for Southwest Planner Club, because my friend was like potentially going to come, and then I don't think she's going to be able to come, but we were looking at options for if she came because we would need more room. But yeah, really pretty spread with the yellows and the blue. I love yellow and blue as a colour combination. Then on to the last week of February, so this is the 1st of March. This was one of the kits that was in the advent calendar, so this was the spring like season that we did. We split the advent into quarters and each one was the season of the year. So this art is from Milk and Berries, and I used the hollow floral like spring foil pack with it. This was the week of my mum's birthday on the 2nd, and I looked at insurance for the dog this week. That was stressful. Had some issues with Shopify, so I just marked that. I made millionaire shortbread because my mum wanted it for her birthday, and we also watched the F1 like while I was doing it. So we I have started it this day, finished it this day, and in the process of trying to like do the chocolate part, I was watching qualifying, and then the chocolate didn't melt properly, so I had to go to the shop and get some spare chocolate, and it was not a fun time, but I did, like, it worked out in the end. We had pizza at mum and dad's house, and this day was mum's birthday and Tom's grandma's birthday, so they both share the same birthday, so I marked happy birthday to them. We had the Formula 1 in Bahrain. It was on a Saturday for some reason. Then we went to Tom's parents' house, and Tom's mum had found, she thought it was Tom's old Nintendo DS, but we actually think it was his sister's, but we have it now anyway. And then on the Sunday I made a Nintendo, because I've never played Nintendogs like properly. Like, I didn't have my own DS, so I played friends' DS's, but I didn't really like get to like play that much. And I ended up just getting really annoyed at my Nintendo, and I haven't played it since, so it's probably a good thing I didn't have my own DS. But yeah, I love this spread. So the first week of March, this was the week that Sophie came to film her dissertation project, and I used the Planner Shop art, which was from Nella, and when she designed it and released it, she actually featured me as a fashion girl, which I'm so excited about. So I put me in my own spread, and yeah, it's super pretty, like a very rainbow theme with the colours, and then you've got the blue at the bottom to kind of complete the rainbow. But this was super fun because Sophie came, and it was basically like having a colleague all week, but like obviously she was filming me and like asking me stuff, but it was just really fun. And we sort of took her around, we showed her Bradgate Park, I took her to like Sainsbury's and Asda, which I just love, a supermarket. So yeah, it was actually a really productive week for me, because having someone else here, I guess it was like the body doubling thing, and knowing that she was filming and that we didn't want to like waste the week was just really good for my productivity, so love that. This day we saw an offer for Easter eggs at Asda, so we were like, should we go to Asda? And then, by such bad influences to each other, I guess, we went to Asda and got a bunch of cheap Easter eggs, which was great. On Saturday it was the Abu Dhabi Formula 1, so I marked that. And then on Sunday we went to Tom's in-laws for lunch, and it was our nephew's birthday, so I marked that. And Eternal Sunshine had come out I think on the Friday, but I only really listened to it on the Sunday, which is Ariana Grande's new album, and I love it. So that was this week, and it was the I used gold underlays with the icons. So yeah, I think I am a little bit out of order, because going into like technically the 3rd month, I'm now going to be in like the 2nd week of March, but it's fine. So this was St. Patrick's Day week, so I used the Lucky artwork, which was by Painterly Gal, but this kit is from my shop, and I used it with the hollow confetti foil pack. So like I say, this was St. Patrick's Day week. I got my Etsy up to date this week, which had been a goal for a while because I just kind of fell behind. A lot of work. Print was being weird apparently. I had to reprint some sheets. I went on a little walk with Tom and Ari, and then we dropped Ari off at the groomers again. Photoshop crashed while I was designing, which was super frustrating, and it happened again the next day, but I was able to like figure out the pattern of what caused it. We watched Her, which is quite an old movie, but Tom wanted to watch it again. I did some brainstorming with Kat about the mystery, and this was the day I was really struggling to get hay for the rabbits because their usual supplier had like issues with hay production because it has to be grown like, I guess, multiple years in advance. I didn't really realise that. And they had to discontinue it. And then Sunday was St. Patrick's Day. I had kind of a lazy-ish day. I got some work done though, and I planned the new journaling range this day. So this was basically like all the individual sheets that I ended up releasing. So the next week of March, this was the week we went to see Taylor Mania, which was the Taylor Swift support act, and I went with Sarah and Elise, and it was so much fun. So this was the week before Easter, and I really wanted to use this kit for like just this year, but I didn't want to use it for actual Easter because I had another Easter kit. So I used it with gold foil and some gold Easter themed scripts that I got in the goodie bag at last year's Southwest Planner Club. So this week I got back to vlogging because for a while I kind of fell out of like the routine of doing it, so I marked that. I started the vlog on Tuesday, did some work, some kind of chores, like unloading the dishwasher. We went to McDonald's. This day I had to post something and I really needed a post box, and Tom found me one on Google, so I like walked to it and it ended up being like boarded off behind some construction, so I had to go and find a different one. This was the day that I got that copycat shop taken down, so that was great. Taylor Mania, like I said. We had fish and chips this day. This was when there was a Stardew Valley update and they introduced moss, which is super exciting. I love moss. I was obsessed with it for like multiple weeks. We finally got moss after like a month. The Formula 1 was in Australia, and it was a Ferrari 1-2, which I was so excited about. And we finished 3 Body Problem this day, which was a series on Netflix that I really liked. Then on to, I think this is the final week, yeah, because then we're going to April, so on to the final week of March. This was Easter week, and I used, so I think this kit was called Easter Sunday, and I think this one was Hoppy Easter. So I used this kit, and it matches the Easter like freebie that I did with the egg hunt for the sale, so I liked that. But it was Easter week. I've got these really cute little bunnies from Stick with the Plan Co. I had a lot of like work to do this week to get ready for the sale, which was on Friday. I got stuck in some temporary traffic lights and was nearly late for my nail appointment. I got Tom to do the egg hunt site this day, so we worked on that together, and I cut some custom scripts. I did a voiceover. He finished the egg hunt stuff like the next day, which was really good, so I marked that. And then the Easter promo started on the Friday, which was Good Friday. Then on the Saturday, Sean and Julia were here for like a belated birthday celebration for Julia, and we played some board games, we did some Netflix quizzes, we ordered food, and that was really fun. Then on Sunday, it was Easter Sunday. I wasn't really feeling great this day. I think I was just like over socialized out from the previous day. The clocks also changed, and this day Tom went to his parents for like, I think Easter like dinner, but I wasn't feeling great, so I stayed at home, and we watched Saltburn in the evening, and I really enjoyed that film as well. So that is the first quarter of my planner for 2024. If I had to pick a favorite spread, I don't really know. I did love this one. This was in premium matte as well, actually. This one is definitely a contender for favorite, just because I love how like cohesive and like pretty it looks, like all the colors together. This one as well, like I guess pink and purple apparently are just the colors of the moment for me, so I think it's between these two. Can I say both? I really love these, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one as my favorite. But yeah, this was the first quarter of my memory planner. I hope you liked seeing the spreads. I do have like dedicated plan with me's for I think all of these weeks if you want to go and see them in more detail. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.